Hi, this is Matthew Weiner, and I am here with
John Slattery.
who is the director of this episode. John, this is your third episode that you've directed, or fourth?
That's number 3, yeah.
Number 3.
Right,
and
right.
I wrote the episode with Frank Pearson, who we unfortunately just lost. And
That's very sad, yeah.
it's very sad for us. And Frank was part of the show for 3 years, and incredible contributor, and very important to the show. It's very hard to think about doing it without him, but it's also amazing to see my name next to his. I think that from the beginning of this episode, it's really established very clearly that this is going to be some sort of car wreck.
Yeah. I mean, that was written just that way, too, the crash in the dark.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to sort of like show this kitschy film and show the hilarious beginning of it. I mean, there's a bunch of them to choose from. But of course, you know, Pete is the focus of this story, and this young woman, we don't know she's going to be a big part of the story yet, but you really did a great job. Your collaboration with Chris Manley on this episode, I really, really find there's just an incredible control of the camera and point of view, and of course this drip, 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 which eventually becomes a big part of the episode.
Right.
I always felt this episode, you know, and it took a while to sort of find out what it was about. We knew it was about Pete having this longing that he couldn't satisfy and having this unhappiness with his life. But what it really becomes, and we know that him moving to the suburbs was not something he wanted to do. We know about his, you know, this is a man who said, if I'm going to die, I want to die in Manhattan during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Mm-hmm. But his domestic life, it's very easy to depict domestic life as bleak. But Pete's particular relationship with it is very interesting. And then, of course, eventually we find out that the episode is really about friendship and these professional friendships versus these personal friendships. And that theme's hit very hard in this, and in a very interesting way to me anyway, both visually and in the writing. I love the way that sequence works with Pete trying to fix it. And I should probably mention on some level that toolbox that he puts down there belonged to my grandfather.
That's right, you mentioned that early on, and we had to bring that in.
So here we have Lane and Rebecca, and we're finding out, like, now that they are together, that after the events of the previous season when he was sort of forced by his father to put his house in order. So here they are, and his wife has never really liked living there, but now she seems to have taken to it on some level, and he doesn't like the way she's done it, right?
Yeah, I think she's trying to make the best of it, and he isn't taking to it. I mean,
this, of course, is
what her suggestions are.
Yeah, her suggestions of basically being expatriates, and I love this. There's a little tenderness here. You feel his domestic life has some strength to it. And I love this cut here from him saying,
"It's a funny transition." Yeah,
I have no interest in this.
I shall, and then screaming his head off.
Right. And they did a great job on this. So we found where was it, in Pasadena? This pub that had been totally recreated as a British pub.
It's a pub where they brought in a whole bunch of authentic decor, and although it's really funny, the beams, it's a wood beam ceiling, and the beams are styrofoam.
We didn't do that. They were already there.
Yeah.
The
place was half art directed when we got there.
It's such a huge event, too, the Britain winning the World Cup and beating the Germans, and this idea of course, what we're getting here is this friendship starting between he and Edwin, which he had no interest in.
I don't know if I caught it. Are you an account man at the firm?
And I was always interested in thematically talking about, like, Lane's love of the United States. And so these expats have their own relationship with America that's very, very positive. Social mobility and economic opportunity. But then here they are sitting in a fake British pub.
You'll have your farmland.
It's a chance to get out from under the stifling conditions in which he lived in England.
Right. Here's another friendship that we know about, which is Peggy and Ken, and
Andy Rooney.
And Andy Rooney. This is fantastic. This is when you get a performance from someone who has no lines, it's a totally different casting process. They are technically extras, but someone is really featured in the screen and you get a performance out of them. It's really fantastic. It's not just believably going about life in the background, he really gave a look like, why are we being interrupted?
It took a little while to get that look.
Well, now everybody knows.
That's a great spot downtown, a diner downtown.
This is yeah. So here's Don expressing his boredom at this meeting. And I,
No, dear.
of course, knew the end of the season and that news was
A
plan.
harbinger.
A harbinger in some way. But it's also like, I've drawn a noose on a piece of paper when I'm in the middle of a meeting.
Kill me.
Yes. We've discussed this before, but it's really incredible to me how it's not like you had no role in this episode. You actually had probably the biggest part you've had in an episode that you've directed.
I think it was.
So it's got to be really tough to sort of be in here watching this performance, and also, I mean, obviously when the camera's just on them, it helps a little bit. But there's 3 or 4 masters, especially in the conference room, of different angles.
Yeah. They would all laugh at me because I would forget my line because I'd be watching them and thinking something in my head about how I wanted to change this or that. And then it would be my turn and I would screw it up and they'd start laughing and I'd go, all right, sorry, let's go again. And it would get to the exact same point and I'd forget the exact same line.
So, this script was almost finished, and I think it had been read at the table read when Jared Harris reminded me of the fact that he was the biggest champion of Pete empowerment at the agency, and I had totally forgotten about that. And so I love that their conflict right here, and this is, of course, a great story of the season to me, is that they have a lot of business, but they don't have any cash. They cannot collect on these debts that they're owed because the work hasn't run and the money hasn't come in.
Right.
So success is there, but it's not tangible.
No, it's all accounts receivable.
Right.
Right.
And I love the way Lane presents this with such pride. And just so for people who are not familiar with how an ad agency works, the man in his position should have no contact with clients. He is certainly not on a sales or closing sales business. And Roger, of course, jumps on the opportunity to help him out.
Oh, Don, just a minute.
Because Pete thinks it's tiny. Oh, yeah.
Pete inviting Don to his house. Of course, the last thing Don wants to do is
Right.
go to Pete's house.
Go to Pete's house, exactly.
Just that line reading, I think we're going away.
And I love that Trudy has typed up the directions. This is Trudy's character enforcing her will from off screen.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, when I'm in editing, I just sort of stop sometimes with the visuals of the show. And there was something about Jessica in this dress that kind of broke my heart in some weird way. She just looks so beautiful, and the dress is so incredible. And she's there working at his desk because we know she doesn't have an office, and she has special privileges, and she's navigating these 2 worlds. But here she is being a wife. And Don saying, like, do I want, Don.
Running the show.
Right. And we had this whole thing about Don and Pete sort of switching lives. So Don doesn't really want to go back to the suburban life that he had with Betty. And Megan saying, too bad, do it yourself. I don't think we've ever seen a woman talk to him that way.
Not about the pact. It has nothing to do with the pact.
This introduction of the pact, this came from Maria Jacques Maton, that they had this pact because their jobs don't overlap with each other, and that they obviously are friends. They brought in Topaz together at the end of last season. Ken has always had a liking for Peggy. They've always had a very responsive relationship.
I write stories.
And here he is talking about the fact that
Pact
he...
being, if I go, you go. Anyone
Right.
gets a better situation, we take the other one along with us.
Right. But of course, here's Peggy listening to him talking about his hobby, which is writing. And as a professional writer, it was fun to also play with the idea that this is a threat to her on some level. She can't be that happy for him. You wrote 20 stories?
20
That's not a hobby.
When do you do this?
And of course, he is writing under a pen name. And we were told this, we've made jokes about it before, everyone having a novel in the bottom, the first 15 pages of a novel in their bottom drawer. But it's really an issue for people in an agency to indulge that part of their life and really be seen as taking their job seriously. And Roger has that great line later on where he talks about, I hope we offer you more than security. That Vic Levin, who was a writer on the show, worked in an ad agency and was told that by his boss when he was caught indulging his dream in the middle of his job. They don't want to be a cash cow. They don't want to be a temporary spot. But of course they are for a lot of creative people. Love that cut.
Wasn't sure you'd use that cut. Threw it in there anyway.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk for a second about Tom Wilson and how what a pleasure it is to work with him and how much he brings to the story and how much he makes both of us look really good.
Yeah, he's really great.
This
anticipator
scene,
of story.
I got to say, here's a directing acting scene, I don't know how you pulled this off. This is one of my favorite things you've ever done in the show. I would say it even if you weren't on the phone. And
Would you,
Roger's retired, but he's still got some amazing, amazing advice.
keeping me from asking? Certainly am aware
It's
I'm skilled in this arena.
well, I think you made it clear how important the scene was to you initially. So I remembered thinking, well, I better get it all together prior to getting there because there's a lot of other things to think about. Although thankfully it was a two-person scene on a couch. It's
Right.
just a beautifully written scene. It's funny. It says a lot about both of them, and it really is insightful.
I feel like this is a lecture from a business school.
Yeah.
And of course, what I love about it thematically is it talks about this quote unquote friendship.
Kind of like being on a date.
Right.
Flattery, I suppose.
These two men have a quote unquote friendship because even though they work together. And I also love that Roger knows exactly what he's doing. Don't drink too much. And of course, it sets up a whole, comic, premise for when Lane goes on this actual meeting.
You're telling him, get him to tell you what's wrong with his life, or how unhappy he is. Of course, the guy couldn't be happier.
Right. And it's got to be fun to come in and sit down and have someone like Jared who is really listening.
Really listening. That's the funniest line there.
that he actually.
What is it?
I once said, I went on a tear about how my mother loved my father more than me.
Trust me, I assure you that's impossible.
I do believe that Roger's success and happiness and his joie de vivre comes from the fact that his mother thought he was a god.
Yeah.
Oh, and find out everything you can about him before you.
And this was a debate for me at the end, to sort of take the cynicism out of the entire expression, which is that you really like this guy, then that's the best part.
Right.
We always are crushed for time on page count and in the actual show. And there was a debate about whether we actually needed this scene, but it's so entertaining to see Trudy run over Don here.
She shot all her scenes in one day because she was busy on her other job. And the schedule changed about 4 or 5 times trying to get her to Allison available. So she
Right.
comes in and just, kills it one scene after the next.
It's incredible to me. This is a very memorable scene to me. It's almost like dreamlike. I mean, this woman is so much younger than him.
Yeah.
He's in this driving school. We always loved the condition that Pete didn't have a license. It's the symbol of being a New Yorker to me that he never needed one.
And just being paralyzed when he, out in the suburbs.
Right.
Just wasn't necessary.
But then he has this very romantic conversation with her. And it's also about life in general. And of course, the other thing is the historical fact that the Charles Whitman shootings had happened in Texas, in Austin. And my realization, which I don't even know if it's been absorbed historically this way before, that these events happened 15 days apart. Right. And that combined with the riots, what a 1-2 punch on the kind of sense of order in the world.
Right.
We're now, I don't know if we can ever get used to these kind of events, but they happen all the time. And the Speck murders and this together, what this girl's saying is very profound to me, and it hits a nerve in Pete.
It's hard for us to imagine a time when something like this thing that just happened with this guy going into the theater in the screening of Batman and shooting 71 people.
Right.
But how huge an event like that would have been the first time anyone ever seen anything like that.
Yeah, it's a really disturbing thing. And I love his flirtation here, though, too, at the same time. He's the adult, and he's also like, Vincent's so good at going in and out of this self-pity and this confidence.
Really, and this generosity. So there's a confidence and an actual genuine generosity to sort of help her calm down.
But he's also
filled
with love.
Right. Lust.
And this actress is fantastic. I love that we'd never seen her before, and she conveyed so much.
She was great.
Vulnerability and also adulthood. Here's the apartment. Don's getting ready to drive out to the suburbs. They don't know Cynthia's name, which will also have some comic potential later on. But I love him saying, like, I'm just going to get drunk and get through this. And Megan saying, like, no, you need friends.
How's that work?
Your accountant came to your birthday party. That's the extent of your friendships.
I don't think there was any business or
And Don takes umbrage with that and says, Frank's very important to me. Megan doesn't even realize that his accountant is really the one who put the idea in his head about Megan.
okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, he sort of said, he took a good look at her and said, I hope you're doing it with her.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So here we have the
Two plaid jackets.
The beginning of the sport coat parade. The costumes in this episode are incredible. We were told that advertising men in particular would have parties where they would try to see who had the loudest jacket. And I love that it's the summer, and the stereo was a huge hunt. But that, a couple of realizations that were made about Pete's journey to the suburbs and his materialistic, expansion. But Lisa Albert, who lived in Manhattan her whole life, talked about like living on the ground floor and being able to play it as loud as you want. And this set, this house is spectacular.
You haven't seen it, but it is certainly graced by the addition of the Cosgroves.
There's Don in a coat that only your wife would buy for you.
Hello, you. He has no idea what her name is.
Yes.
Hello, you.
We have the Beethoven. We have there are elements collecting that will all be paid off at the end, and whether we realize it or not, Ken is absorbing all of it. But you can look up at the ceiling behind Cynthia there and look at that little detail, that little fake wooden balustrade.
Yeah.
This is the level that Dan Bishop is working on. It's literally, this is a one-story ranch house, and he has put as much decor in it as he feels is appropriate to the period, and that Trudy would have a decorator and so forth. It's really, and it sets a scene that is hopefully reminiscent of the Draper house on some level, even though it's more modern.
Ken just handed it to me. Do you like the music?
And then,
Love how Pete's like a 12-year-old.
yeah. Well,
He's
we
got
kept
his
saying,
hero.
like, Don's at his house. He's probably wanted this the whole time, and let's let him really express how happy he is that he and Don might be friends.
And Ken is giving away all the secrets. Yeah, we already talked about this. You get the big steak.
It's not a big deal.
You get the first drink.
Come on.
Yeah, and Don acting like it's nothing. We're all friends. I would have come here anytime, just lying his way through it. He does seem strangely comfortable,
When we first got married,
and this, to me, is a meta sort of comment on the show itself. Seems like a lifetime ago.
All right.
Beef's brilliant, but it'd be
This-
difficult to do those tomatoes.
Who? This guy is so good.
He is really, really good, and the thing that I love that the mustache was his idea.
Yeah.
And I was sort of on the fence about it because it actually costs a lot of money. You can't just grow one in the time that we start to do the... Well, maybe John Hamm could.
John
But-
Hamm could.
And it did really add to the sort of
Days of my life.
generation that he's part of. This,
Yeah.
And they all know it. We've all seen it made fun of on Monty Python and Terry Thomas, and those things were being done in the late 60s about this generation that was about duty and honor, but they had all gone through the war together.
But I also think as an actor, something like that gives you the freedom to play a character,
That's
as
interesting.
opposed to something where you feel like you have to rely on charm, or you feel, it gets rid of some of the insecurity, and I think it did for him.
I love the little detail that he talks about being in North Africa, and then Lane discusses his war, and he was a supply sergeant,
Right.
He didn't get to serve, really, which I think is probably something that's bothered him his whole life, too. Here's Lane's plan. Roger's plan completely thwarted. That's too bad. He just says it. That great expression of like, why, what, come on, this is going to be hard. Now, I have to salute you on this. I don't know if people realize how hard it is to shoot a table scene like this that's this complex, this many pages.
It took us 8 hours to shoot this scene.
Yeah, it's a big chunk of the story too. And
Yeah.
Trudy's holding court, and of course, Ellen Freund outdid herself, all the food. Janie got everybody in a different mood, color-wise, and of course, there's this extra element that comes from Lana and Teresa and hair and makeup.
Look
makeup
at how
and hair.
they're all slightly sweaty.
That's what we
They're-
said.
They're
It's
shining.
yeah.
Like they've been sitting in and they're drinking and eating, and as you would be, you have a little shine on you.
And it's August in
Right.
in
more civilized.
Connecticut.
Right.
But there are a lot of varmints.
And I love Pete sort of expressing his distaste for being the country gentleman.
I never liked them.
Pete's gun never ever let that go. We had a
Whitmore,
big
and
debate
she,
about
he,
yeah.
She
we had a
corrects
big-
him with Whitman, like, yeah.
he recognized that name when he
Right.
saw it.
I'm sorry, it's the hostess's prerogative to change the subject.
And
I love
Trudy's
that
out.
sing-song quality.
Yeah, she's
Trudy.
just yeah. Well, they have good manners, you know.
Yeah.
They really do, and there's sort of the obligations of dinner party conversation.
That's where they remember the name.
Jessica
Those
does
two
a
are great
great
together.
yeah.
They don't want to talk about that.
Jessica does a great job of sort of opening up here. This was kind of like her really not as much as the birthday party we saw her. This is her chance for them to be a married couple and to see how they all interacted together, which was instant drama to me. And I love the sort of people letting down their guard, and
What was the story?
Don, of course, is curious.
Yeah.
Oh, we want to know.
And Ken says, "Oh, I guess,
Punishment of X4.
Behind every woman,
yeah."
behind every successful man.
And thousands of humans travel on it every day.
And she's really proud of him.
She is.
So there's this.
And of course, you know, this story is an invention of my mind, but I liked it because it really reminds me of the fiction of the period, which is
And everyone dies.
working in lockstep with the Twilight Zone, which is, I think just gone off the air. But science fiction of that period is really
Philip Dick.
what?
Philip Dick.
Philip Dick, exactly. It's a very clear expression of the subversive nature of alienation and the mechanized society and where the world is heading as the technology just speeds up out of control.
Or he just hates commuters.
That was Lisa Albert's joke. I love that.
Started screwing around in high
I
school.
like that Don is a little impressed with the story.
Got a job, I thought.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't dismiss it or.
He mostly has.
Well, it's a kind of profound idea, and it
Yeah.
it made me think immediately of all of them. You know, working in this advertising agency. You know, where are their creative thoughts and this idea that the friendship is sort of cutting through all of the work stuff,
That's fascinating.
and of course, getting in this idea about Megan being a frustrated actress,
Right.
which, as we know, is sort of passes by the audience at this point, but is going to end up being very important.
That's the truth.
And I love that Pete acknowledges that she's good at it.
Interest anyone in dessert and coffee? Hot or ice?
Hot or iced?
Still having too much fun for coffee.
So here, Pete and Don have this commiseration. We remember Don's. You see the parfaits in the background on the table there.
Talk about how there's so much crime in the
They have this commiseration about what it's like to live in the suburbs. Don talks. We remember Don drinking beer in his shed in the back
Right.
of his house.
Right.
But of course, what this was really about was a chance for, to see,
The exploding sink.
to see Pete's ineptitude.
Right.
This is all very dirty in some weird way. I don't know why. I would say there was more response from the women in the audience to John Hamm fixing this sink in his T-shirt, and everybody knew it in the room that it was going to be something really heroic and kind of sexual about it. And lesson to the men at home: women do like to see men fixing things, and unfortunately, most of us are like Pete there.
Most of us don't know how.
Yeah, Frank Pearson loved the idea that we had all these conversations about the mechanism of the sink, but he loved the idea that Pete had fixed it, basically by turning and Frank knew this. I didn't understand this, but Frank knew how to fix things and said that if he turned the water up high enough, he would have fixed the drip, but eventually it would explode.
We shot this the last day. It was the last scene of the last day of the episode. So we had the exploding sink, the crying baby. We had all, and you had to, if we wanted to go back, you had to go back before we exploded the sink because everyone got wet. So we'd go back and do the dry stuff first, and then it was complicated.
You always forget that, and then you just sit here and watch it. And the most important part of the scene to me, which I was really impressed that you got, was Pete's pride of having this baby, and Don looking at the two of them and realizing that Pete was happy and almost having this like moment of love for Pete. Don't you think?
Yeah, yeah.
We had a great time.
This is a scene that was almost sacrificed to the running time of the show, but I love it. I love that she's driving, that he's drunk and
What do you say?
completely turned on.
I'm too drunk for you to drive.
But on some level, that domestic situation got him going.
Yeah.
And he says, "Let's make a baby," and she of course reveals that she's on the pill. Although I think everybody sort of assumed that.
Probably, no, I think that went over my head.
Oh, it did?
The first time.
Oh. And you did this fantastic transition here. This is something that, for the audience to know that as a writer, I get to write this, and then you go into the editing room, and I become a producer, and I get to see it, and a surprise like this comes by, and you're just like, wow.
But you also have to have camera operators like Don Devine and people like Chris Mann, that can actually execute something. You go, hey, how about if we do this? And they
Right.
go, okay.
I know.
A lot of people wouldn't be able to do that.
It also takes you into the scene. That conversation about Vietnam that was in the paper was the most planes ever shot down.
Right.
And then there's sort of a slight against another ad agency, and and Pete's sort of like enforcing that he's in charge over Roger. And then Roger sort of checks in on Lane here, and Pete again reveals that he is the person running the agency, which I love.
Well, it would have gone a lot better if Lane could have executed his assignment a little better. But
Yeah. Well, that's a hard thing for the audience, I think, sometimes, is we tell people how to do it. He got told how to do it, and to me, the story is that he didn't pull it off.
right.
That'll allow you to swoop in, his new best friend.
Was it really his fault? We were there. We saw some of it.
No,
Roger would have gotten it.
Tell him that's the way
Right.
the plan always works.
And Pete would have
Roger
gotten it.
sticks his neck out a little bit for Lane, and of course it blows up. And
Right.
Pete gets to say, "I told you so."
And by the way, Roger is literally doing something no one wants to do anyway when he goes to help Lane. He is self-interested. I think he's hoping that he can be a big part of this.
Right.
And then when the door closes, Pete basically says to Roger, like, I'm being generous with you.
I'm inviting you to dinner, not the wedding night.
It was important at this part in the season, too, to realize that how much Roger was under Pete's thumb. I love this cut.
That was in the script. That's a transition, and it was, you had said, I want to cut from Pete to Pete, which is fine, but then
scary.
you have to take a picture and you have to make sure you're on the same side of the,
Right.
it's, there's, but
It's hard to pull off.
It's great. And it happens again later in the episode.
Yeah. And
Just the inner workings of Pete, it's great.
Right, you sort of stay with him, and I also love that you see that serious look on his face, and then he lights up, and you don't know what it is, and then you
Right.
see her come in, and he's so excited, and he's like, "Do you remember our?" And I loved the story idea of her coming in from her job, kind of drunk. It's extra sexy, right?
Right.
It's kind of like, what
And
were
you
you
think-
doing?
That she's going to remember the
Right.
little pact that they had, and obviously she doesn't.
So
Or didn't
Here-
take it as seriously as he did.
no, and then here we have
And then Handsome comes in.
Handsome comes in and basically shows that Pete is not even really in the hunt for this woman.
That's the funniest reaction. Vincent actually thought, just laughs, because it is so funny. I'm sorry. Your name is Handsome? And he's just like, it's so ridiculous.
I know. I couldn't resist it because there was a guy in my high school. I went to an all-boys school, and there was some guy everybody called Handsome. And I was like, how come he gets that name? Oh, right. He's really handsome.
Now, that's a shot that you described to me,
Supposed to join up, but my dad.
and she pulled it off. It took a couple of, but for you what you wanted, I recall,
Yes.
was her to look down and then the camera to follow her gaze to his crotch and up to his,
Right.
it really, and to watch her do that was great.
Right.
And then you
Well,
get
I
to
mean-
see us in bibs, which is
This is
never not funny.
Never not funny. And also a very subtle thing here where Edwin notices this woman walk by. And we can see, by the way, that the women are looking different, which was
Right.
part of what was going on in the season, is that the fashion is really changing. And it's slightly more explicit. And then this scene also was about Pete sort of stepping on Roger's face and
Right.
saying, like, well, I'm here along to make sure everything happens well, but Roger, you're the in charge of pimpery,
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Go grab a drink at the Carlisle. It's a good place to
I love that he gets slapped down by Edwin.
Yeah.
I live here, you idiot.
Exactly. I can't go to a hotel bar. I need to go to a whorehouse. What was unclear? And it's sort of, I like that Edwin kind of insinuates, this is a great cut here, by the way. I like fun. I like the music sting that you and
He's
Tom
so
put in
crazy
here.
looking.
Yeah, I like parties, yeah. And of course, a lot of research went into what this brothel would be like. We were told they were professional girls, but they were sort of masquerading as students, and a lot of them were really educated. And that
So
it
it just
was
looks made to look like a party.
right, made to look like a party. And of course, this is the thing where I was kind of impressed that you could direct and act at the same time, just to say it. But I love that everyone is interested in this very subtle, tiny thing of seeing her chewing the gum,
Right.
seeing him lead her off, all of them sort of having this distaste for Edwin on some level. And
Oh,
of
by
course,
the way,
yeah,
this girl was a last minute. Remember
Yeah.
this girl who played this hooker? It was a last minute casting change.
Yeah.
And she came in, I think probably the day of.
yeah,
I want some
And
milk, but
boy,
She-
did it work out.
she was fantastic.
Yeah, you
And
had decided that you didn't want you wanted.
Well, I was
someone
always
different.
debating, yeah, exactly. I don't remember what the reasons were. All I know is that
Right.
she was fantastic, and
Boy,
I
she
love
was
the
great.
idea that there was this story. I remember pitching this story and someone saying, "Well, what is wrong with Pete? Why isn't he happy?"
All right.
And all I had to do was pitch this scene, which actually came out in the room exactly word for word as what we shot here, of her sort of doing this declension of fantasies, and his fantasy being that he wanted to feel powerful, which he tells us at the very end of the season.
Right.
And I love this joke too when she gets undressed. She's obviously a knockout, and he goes, "Are you any good at this or not?"
She wanted to keep her shoes on because she was very short and didn't have a pedicure. We were like, no. Remember, I called you.
Yeah, I was like, no, I want to see her feet, and I want her to look. I want her to look in charge. I love seeing her step off her shoes. What I like story-wise here, first of all, I love the way he shot this in the mirror, and it becomes so private for him. But what I love story-wise here is Don noticing Pete going off with her, and after having seen him with his family and everything, just sort of being curious, and us also noticing that Don doesn't. I mean,
Right.
I don't know if we expected him to. So this is slightly sexy.
That's
And
all I
he-
wanted to hear.
Okay.
You're my king.
Yeah. And here's Eve Gordon coming over and kind of a great sort of insight into Dawn here. I love that she does this incredible end run to sort of first say, "Are you a policeman?" Then, "Are you gay?" And then, "What are you doing here?"
Well, if there's something you can't find here, a friend of mine has an apartment. Maybe more what you're looking for. And
It is pretty amazing linguistic thing that she did there.
Yeah. And he
And I
says,
also-
that's the best I've ever seen that done.
Yeah. But I love that Don is comfortable there, and Don, we find out something about Don, which he feels free telling strangers, which is that he was raised in a whorehouse. And this is something that the writers have known for a long time, that transition happened for him in his life.
what do you think? Get a TV in here.
But I love also, she's asking the perfect person. He both knows about the prostitution business and about marketing.
Right.
Great job of capturing the city here.
Unless you're going to give me a pen that says Jaguar on it.
And we see that Edwin is happy and satisfied. And of course, to me, this is really what we're working up to in the entire episode, is that this is our insight into Don, to me, this scene. It both tells Pete's story and it also tells Don's story, which is that he knows who he is, but he just thought he's kind of disgusted with Pete. And I think it's a shock to all of us that he's judging him. Look at that. That's incredible.
That went very well.
Incredible shot.
You seemed happy.
Sorry you weren't feeling well.
I'm feeling fine.
So why do I feel like I'm riding with a nun?
These guys were so good at
Yeah, I have
this,
to.
in
I
this
saw.
scene.
I don't think that the frame of this has changed from when you turned it in. The only thing that I wanted to be a little bit different
Have a good night.
was to make sure that
Good.
Pete, I mean,
I have to explain I was doing my job to a
was
man
saying what the
who
audience
pants up
was
on the
thinking.
world.
To a man who just pulled his pants up on the world.
Right.
Is a great
I
line.
suppose I know Stern looks for Roger.
Roger is miserable. I didn't think you were.
This is a twist in the story, but
Yeah.
look at this. Here in a strange way, this is a deepening of their
I'm trying to
friendship.
tell you, because I am who I am and I've been where I've been, that you don't get another chance at what you have.
And that he is
Man on his second time round.
really, really in love with Megan, and that's why he
I
did
like-
go off with a prostitute.
I like that it says, I have it all, wait till your honeymoon's over. I have it all,
Right.
and
Yeah.
and I'm miserable.
Cosco.
It's another, that was another Lisa Albert. Lisa Albert is it's just filled with New York jokes.
Great
Here's-
lighting.
great lighting.
here. Sneaking in the house.
It's just a great thing to have these scenes of aftermath, and Don told him to take a shower, and he did. It's just like, guess what's going on there. You have maybe you did. It's an expression of guilt.
See me? Yes, come in.
This scene's fantastic to me. I love.
Little birdie told me you've been hard at work.
Now, what did you think? I always felt that Pete had been the person who told him for sure,
Edgar Allan Poe by night.
and I don't know if Pete told on him.
I only do it because my wife likes it.
Well, I mean, that's what he assumes, and I guess that's what I assumed.
Yeah.
Coming.
And I love the idea that Roger commiserates with him as a fellow author.
As a failed writer.
As a failed writer. I always wondered, our feeling was this was one of the last beats in the story that we figured out here, and it was Maria really driving it, Maria and Andre basically saying, like,
I understand.
Roger's going to be very hard on this guy because Roger's not happy. He does not want anybody escaping this. And it's sort of an indictment of his job. And I love that he says
When
this.
this job is good, it satisfies every need.
He does want it to be good, but it's not anymore.
I remember, right.
Yeah. Aaron's really good in this episode. So this was some kind of mark of confusion for people on the page.
Yeah.
But I love the idea that his secretary just yelled something to him, and that's why he said what. But I think
Jared does it so well, too, stopping and going.
and of course, we knew well enough to and Frank was part of that discussion too about not giving the information of what actually happened until Lane walked in. And of course, there's Bert Cooper being the Dutch uncle.
Mrs. Harris, please excuse us.
So this is the setup to well, you'll see what happens. So there was a lot of consideration as to who was where in the room, remember? And
Yeah.
because it's of what ensues.
And how to stage it in the most economical way. And how long did this take to shoot?
Not as long as the dinner table scene in it, and I was sure I spent a lot more time worrying about it.
Well, you have a physical thing here. Jared wasn't in perfect. He
Jared
has a
had a
little bit
bad
of a
neck.
stiff neck. Yeah.
Yeah, he had hurt had a bulging disc in his neck. That is that's such a funny reaction.
That was Frank's thing. The chewing gum on his pubis. Frank was like, "That's what they found out," and it was literally word for word, just like that, including including Roger's joke that you just put it there and forget about it.
And I made Tom go back and leave a beat of us just sitting there before we started laughing because
It's great.
Just to hear something as that ridiculous
Exactly.
before you start laughing.
And Pete's contempt for him is also Pete's insecurity about his own job. And of course, I had this thing where I was like, I wanted the curtains closed to take advantage of the set, but I also felt it would be private. And here's again, exploiting the concept of friendship. But what I really wanted was to show this British boxing versus American boxing.
Right.
And that, let's face it, Pete Campbell's been in his fair share of fights.
You're a grimy little pimp.
Yeah, it's really...
I love all the styles. All the characters are so clearly drawn that Lane Price is who he is and comfortable at that level of enthusiasm. When I run,
Yeah,
it'll be too late
exactly.
to run, and Pete casually going, "Are you serious?" And all of us just sort of, it's
Well,
really incredible.
it's a tough thing, when we write a look into the script, you always worry about what's going to happen. And the fact that you captured Pete looking to Don like, are you going to stop this?
Is anybody going to stop this? Right?
Yeah. And Roger just going at it. And of course, to me, there's a reality level on this fight that I just find fantastic. It's very formal, and it's basically about as many punches as you could stand.
Yeah.
I love that tucking in the tie too. Someone told us about that it was like that it's a boys' school thing, like
Right.
tuck your tie in so no one can grab it. This is fantastic. I always wanted to have this exploitation of what was going on, but you added this thing with them really, really getting thrown into the class behind them. Just made it funnier.
I love when you cut back too. As written, you cut back and that they're. Oh, that was just a great fall.
Oh yeah, he did it.
Vinny did a great job.
Yeah, people. There's no doubles in this scene. We had them, but I don't think there are any shots of them.
I think there's one shot
Oh, there
where
is.
Lane takes a punch because he couldn't turn his head to the side.
Right. Well, I love Pete sort of pushing them away, which I love. It sort of maintained his dignity. But I also love that line. That's what I was saying. When Jared reminded me of that, I loved him saying that's the last piece of it. I created this monster, I'd totally forgotten it. It's an extra betrayal.
I had Lane.
Roger.
Schedule the meeting.
This is funny, the reaction.
And then her
Just-
and Lizzie's thing here
Whoops.
too. It's really instantaneous. Another surprise we kept adding. Here's a great
Great scene.
piece, great scene, and incredible makeup. I have to say also. You know, the level of like what a bare knuckle fist fight looks like, the impressions on his face, and you see later on Vincent's face in the elevator. It's just kind of blows me away in a strange way that they can convey this kind of reality. It's so subtle. It's just usually in movies and TV, it's like make sure they get what's going on, but the reality is there that his hair is a little tousled and he has these fist impressions on his face, quite honestly, and. I love her offering this and him realizing that he's, even though he beat Pete up, he's ashamed.
He's very heroic in this scene, isn't he?
Yeah, that's true.
Something essential.
How about that tie, by the way? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I always end up commenting on these things when we're watching it, but it's just, I can never get over it, how much.
The Mets pennant behind on the wall.
Yeah.
It's just great touch.
And Joan and Lane are friends at work too, and he.
Watch her reaction to her hands.
Yeah, you pointed this out to me.
Boing.
Yeah, it's. And of course, what we wanted was this moment of tension where neither Lane nor the audience knows what she's going to do.
Right.
And I love the universal symbol of like, if she locks that door, it's good. If she unlocks it, it's bad.
Yeah.
But of course, she doesn't even leave. And she comes back and lets him have his dignity. And then he doesn't pretend like it didn't happen. Look at that.
About what? Everyone in this office has wanted to do that to people.
She just changes the subject. She's really knows. She's had that happen before. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Did you hear?
And here's, this is this little finish to this story.
What did he do?
Is that Ken has given up his dream because his friendly dinner turned into a crushing experience.
Although you can't blame her.
He was outed,
One in Galaxy, the girl with eggs.
and I love her
Such
talking about.
a indicative. I mean, the read the one in Galaxy about the girl who lays eggs. Is you could almost imagine the whole story.
Yeah, I always try and sort of convey. I'm a huge science fiction fan, and I love the imagination of it. But Ursula K. Le Guin and some of the masters of it. Here's a little shot that was done as jump cuts.
Yeah.
And I think you shot them as jump cuts, didn't you? Or
I don't know, but I love it as jump cuts. I mean, because you get all three, and the way he leaves is great. And
right, and he's been sitting there for a while, and
Right.
it's sort of, and of course, this was always the big moment. Is like he's going to get in the elevator, and he doesn't want to.
last person in the world he wants to see.
Vinny, just like every part of this has been. It's kind of a strange humiliation. I mean, he deserved to be punched in the face the way he talked to Lane, but
Right.
I mean, I cut this line at one point, didn't I? I have nothing. And
Yeah,
I was
I
so
think.
dumb.
And then Vinny is such a smart actor. I mean, he can do anything. But he said to me, "Can we just leave it running?" Because the actual act of saying "I have nothing" gets me emotional, makes it.
Yeah.
So I just left the camera running. And John, of course, is great. Was there for Vinny, so
Yeah.
that Vincent could do it over and over again until he was done.
I have nothing.
That line.
Yeah, it's the ultimate symbol of true depression. I think when you say that, it's warped thinking. And of course, this was always the plan, was that Ken would then narrate this piece all the way up
Which
to
is
drip,
so
drip,
great.
drip.
Yeah.
What I love is that Aaron his voice is great in it, and for me, writing as Ken, I just felt like here's a chance for people to understand like everything that he saw is in this story.
And
then he
David
has-
Carbonara's music is great.
Oh,
Great.
but also that he had that he could feel Pete's pain.
Still, Coe thought, it might have been living in the country that was making him cry.
And this
It was
sort of
killing him with its
sacred and
silence
profane together.
and loneliness.
Pete realizing that this whole thing's going on without him. He never had a chance.
Making everything ordinary.
And the drip, drip, drip of the drain, which we never knew what it was, but we knew it was the right thing. It's a beautiful shot, too.
We did that a few times because the projector wasn't on a couple times.
And the sound work, of course.
Sound works great. All right.
And then the decision to, because I always thought that Beethoven would be playing over that, but in a way for the scene, when I heard it, David's music was better for it. And then I thought, well, let's just put the Ode to Joy at the end there because it's such a
It's great.
big irony.
I'm always waiting at the end of the episodes to see what music you choose for the end.
Well, it's strange, but the great thing about Beethoven is it's emotional, some of the best music ever written, and it's in the public domain.
Right. And it's right.
So you did a great job on this. I think this
Thank
is, I think this is as good as we can do.
Well, you get a script like that. You get lucky. I mean, I think I was actually scheduled to direct another episode.
Yeah.
But scheduling being what it is, I got this one. So I lucked out.
It was a pleasure.
My pleasure. All right. Thank you.
I think we're done.
Yeah.